ceiling. Anyways. So Alleyway Jack is, and I'm not going to look at the chat for a bit, so if you say anything right now, I will not see it from this point until I say so. The card game is called Tetra Master. You need 5 cards to play this game. To play a game, you approach somebody and you press X. Actually, you press square. Some people may not be interested. In that case, move on to someone else. So, you can ask all these questions, but basically... Okay, well, I'll let him read this out. You place cards on a 4x4 grid. Sometimes the opponent's card will flip, and sometimes your card will flip. Your card has arrows, and those arrows denote the places where your cards can both attack and defend. If your opponent's card has an arrow pointing to your card, and your card does not have an arrow pointing back, your card is defenseless, and they will automatically get your card. I think that's how that works. Yeah, that's what he says. What's the card battle? So when arrows are facing each other, you'll get a battle, and if it's in more than one direction, you get to choose which battle goes first. And where you choose will affect it. You can also use combos. What's a combo? You gotta be careful. If your card wins the opponent's card, all the cards facing that card's arrows are yours. With some exceptions. Like, okay. That's called a combo. Double-edged sword, because if the same thing happens to you, if your card loses against the opponent's card. Try to play a perfect game. It's when you get all the cards on the board. What's collector's level? Go and look at the menu. Can we try a game? Let's play. I'll explain a little bit more now while I'm doing the card selection. I'll just show you a card. Okay, you see this card? 0p00. All of them. Some have more arrows than others. That's also 0. This is 2p60. The first number in the first letter is the type of attack that your card does, as well as the power with which they attack. So, like, 0, physical, 0, 0. I guess, like, the remaining numbers kind of, like, they alter the values in some way. Please don't ask. It's really complicated. Here we go. So, I actually brought up a little webpage so I can explain. All cards have 4 different stats. The layout of the stats follows these guidelines. The first number is the card's attack power, from 0 to E, with E being the highest. The second number is the card's attack type. As I said, P is physical, M is magical, X attacks the lowest defense number on the opposing card, and A attacks the lowest number. Not defense number, but number on the opposing card. So A is the best type, seemingly. Anyways, the third number... Okay, why did they say the second number? They say the second letter. Anyways, okay, that second letter is like the attack type. The third number is the card's physical defense. Aha! From 0 to E, with E being the best. And the fourth number is the card's magical defense, from 0 to E, with E being the best. So right now, looking at this goblin, it's a pretty shitty card. Each card also has between 0 and 9 arrows, as you can see. As a general rule, if a specific card has a great deal of arrows, it does not make it a fantastic card. We discussed this with Alleyway Jack, or whatever his name is, because it basically gives your opponent a lot of venues by which to reclaim your card and then get all the cards around it. Cards will level up after you play a number of games with them, and the stat that gets upgraded is random. You can't control it. Once any of the 4 stats becomes an E, it can't raise past that. Your entire card inventory... Yeah, okay. They're rare cards. You can get them a variety of ways. La-di-da. What I wanted to look up, but was not able to find, is that these numbers, just 0 through E, are numbers through letters. Like, they're not just, like, explicitly numbers. They represent, like, a range of numbers. And they're on a hexadecimal system. How do you like that? Here we go. I'll bring it up right now. Because it's so fun. I know you want to hear me talk about cards instead of actually see me play cards, but... Anyways. collector levels. By the way, he said collector levels, that's based solely on how many cards you have, and it's not based on how many games you have, your wins and losses. It doesn't matter. It's got nothing to do with your rank. Sadly. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Card stats. Power of the card, card type, card's physical defense, card's magical defense. So that's how you should read each of those numbers from left to right. What is hexadecimal, you ask? Hexadecimal is the numbers represented from 0 to 15 by letters and numbers, so 0, 0, and 15 is F. This means that the strongest card in the game would be FAFF, since A is the strongest card type. Here's the confusing part. While the card's stats are represented in hex, those stats represent another number entirely. So if you have something that's like 0F, the stat is represented as 0. The minimum that stat might be is 0, and the maximum it might be is 15. Woo! For a 2-digit hex number, you take the first number, multiply by 6, then add the value of the second number. So 6F is 6 times 16 plus 15 is 111. The minimum value would be 60, or 6 times 16 plus 0 equaling 96. So a lot of people didn't like this card game. But I like it. I didn't even know all that stuff when I was playing it. I just I guess you get like a sense of like which cards are good and which cards are not. I guess I certainly knew about like the letters, or like I got it eventually. Anyways, I'm gonna go back to chat now. I'm looking at it. Now from this point forward, I typed, I'll be able to see whatever you say in the chat, stream chat. And for this first game, heck. Yeah, let's do that. Let's take some of our better cards. And let's take one of these. And basically you should look for a good balance, because the other thing is the board will be variable as well. Oh, we're missing some top aggression. So maybe like this card. Okay. So like I said, the battle begins. So it's not a very good card, and this... Oops, I forget what all the stats mean already. Wowie! Got him. No! He got me. See how that works? Wowzer. Sure hope I don't lose this game. So this wouldn't be this. Yes, I screwed myself over. But at least I can do that. Oh, heavens. Well, you just keep... catch as catch can, am I right? So... that's a draw. I was sloppy. I don't know, is it worth it to play again? I usually like to, like, win at least one match. So, to me, some of these arrow combos were not very good. The other reason I like playing this game is because the music is so fun! Yeah, zombie card, right where it hurts. If only I had a better card. Wowie. Okay, so that flan has a M, meaning magical. Magical cards get owned, usually, by physical cards, in case you were wondering. The best thing to do would be to defend that flan, but it's... yeah. Oh, that means it has 0 defense and 1 attack, so it's a good attack card, but nothing else. Let's just do that. Ooh. Look, that goblin just owned. Ooh! Yeah, it's not a very good card, but... okay, cool. We won. So we have a choice between this or that. This or that. I kinda like the Zombo. And I will not torture you with a rematch, and I got an achievement! I think I finally understand. I hope you all understand too. Cribney wants to know what the fuck. Cribney from the chat wants to know what the fuck was all that hexadecimal bullshit. I thought I understood, but now I'm baffled. Oh, by the way, I feel guilty. I'll suppose when I upload this later, I'll include links to the articles I cited and the game fact I cited. In essence, it's the number system is a little complicated, and that's why nobody liked playing it except for me. Because I sort of ignored the number system because I had a more intuitive grasp of like what it meant. Do you have anything else to say? Nah. Cool. He goes by other names elsewhere. You want to know my real name? I'll tell you when you get better. Cool. Thank you. Please move. Save it for later!